Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. And tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the LA Chargers. The second of two on this late season Saturday night. The Bills and Chargers, off we go in Week 16. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They start the drive with Cook, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They started on the ground with Eckler. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now Herbert going to change the look. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Allen now looks to throw. That pass is caught by Hardy. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's on his way, Austin Eckler, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. There he goes, right side. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and dip.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The kick by Bass is good. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Allen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. A final shot before half for Allen. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chargers.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Allen off the play fake. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Bills. Trent Sherfield from 21 yards away. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st and 10, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. He's got room to roam, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So we have a tie now atop the all-time single-season rushing touchdown list. LaDainian Tomlinson, you've just been joined by this man.
And they share similar traits in running the football. Excellent vision, cutting ability, determination, will. They understand where the end zone is and will not be deterred.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Allen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start.
21. Let's go.
A handoff. It's Eckler. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
56.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here comes 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flushed out right. It's brought in by Harris. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here we go. 1st and goal. Throwing, Allen.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Allen on third down. Here's Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here's Allen. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Go, hey, go.
Throwing, Herbert. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Remember, the 1 timeout still available as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert will give it. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way. Austin Eckler. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So
Damn,
for the Chargers,
I thought he'd get the ball. I know in rigs, when you score a touchdown, they get the ball. Like the other team gets the ball. But apparently it's not like that in CFM. That shit was crazy. I thought he would have gotten the ball, but I'm like, shit, I guess not. Whew. Damn. I low key don't want the number one seed. So it's most likely gonna be me and Raider for the AFC West title. That's gonna be a good one. Oh fuck, man. So let me take a look at this real quick. So I think if the Chiefs were to lose their next game and I win the next two, and if I win this next game, then I think I win the division. I should have clinched the playoff spot already. If not, because I mean, even if I lose these last two, well, my next game is against the CPU, which I'm probably not gonna play. So I mean, hopefully I win. You know, they'll give me the well, I don't really say the force win because they say we gotta play against the CPU now, but I really don't feel like I don't want to say feel like it, but like I don't feel like messing with all that. So I mean, if they give me the loss, fuck it. I mean, as long as we in the playoffs, I'm good. You know. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough 2 games, man. Tough 2 games. Cause like I said, if the Chiefs were to win, and if I were to win this next game, I'm gonna be at 13-3, and he gonna be at 12-4. So, and then when we play last game of the season, which as I expected, as I expected. So if the Chiefs were to win this next game, and I win the next game, then it's gonna be for the AFC West title, I believe. Now, I already beat Raider once earlier, like in the season. So, I mean, it really wouldn't matter. You know, I wonder what would happen if I was to lose to him. Even though I beat him already, like in the season. So, uh, yeah. So that's what the playoffs look like right now. I mean, so I probably gotta play. Well, this is not official yet, but that's what it would look like if the playoffs were to start right now. You know, like I said, I low key don't want to be the number 1 seed. I do and I don't. If I'm like the 2 or 3 seed, I'm good. You know, who the Chiefs gotta play? But yeah, man, I'm gonna fuck I'm gonna fucked up the game. When that dude fumbled the ball, like, oh shit, bro. Good thing I was like standing like when I had dropped that pick when he had threw it over the middle. I was like, wow. I thought, oh, you gotta play simple. Oh shit, that's gonna be a good one. But yeah, so that's gonna be a good one. I don't think they be on the streaming that game, but I mean, so Ray Shadow, he got the playoffs for right now. Unless one of the other 7 seeds were to lose, which I doubt it. So yeah, man. If the Chiefs were to beat Simple, it's probably gonna be me and him for the AFC West title. So I mean, even if I lose to him, I'm most likely gonna be in the playoffs because I'm like top 4. You know, Loki could have been 14-1 right now or 16-1, but I mean, I had to change. Bro, I'm telling you, I wouldn't get shit when that old playbook. I'm not running that playbook. I knew it was gonna come the time where I was gonna get out that playbook soon. Cause I wasn't really doing shit. I wasn't really like. I'm not really a runner. I like to pass the ball. I like to pass the ball. I maybe mix it up a little with a run and a pass every now and then, but I mean, 99% of the time I like to pass the ball. We got the other Drew. He's 10-3 right now. I want to see. Let me go look at the standings again. I'm probably gonna clinch the playoffs like whenever they send me, but I should be in the playoffs by now. Should be. This is Liam right here. I already beat him, so. But and then I think they played last season, so that's gonna be two good ones. You know, if Raiders were to win the next game, and I think no, I think they gave Drew the first loss because I think he played like 3 times. I forgot about that shit. Fuck. Cause I was gonna say it was gonna have a two games with like division titles on the line. It's gonna be the AFC South and the AFC West. So I forgot about that because I think he played like 3 times too. So yeah, he probably have to lose another game. And I think if he lose, then I'm the number one seed. But like I said, I really don't want to be the number one seed. If I do, I can be. I don't mind. But you know how that be. You know, whenever you're the number one seed, you know you could easily lose in the divisional round, and all the conference championship game. So that's easy. Oh, that's not what I want to look at. I want to see like what the coach schedule looking like his next 2 games. All right. So we got Raiders. Ooh. Mm. Mm. I mean, if Raiders would have beat the Colts, I mean, it really wouldn't matter for Raiders. But I, like I said, man, like I said, it's a lot of shit that I want and don't want. Like I want Raiders to beat him. I don't want them. I want them to lose. I want the Colts to win because I'm trying not to be the number one seed if I have to. Because I can easily lose one of these games. I can even lose in the Super Bowl, as a number one seed. Because it can happen. It can happen. I wonder who number one in run defense. Because I was number one like at one point. I was number one at one point. Trying to figure out who number one in run defense. And me and Eric is like top two in takeaways. I was number one, and then he got a couple picks, and then I was number one whenever I got all them picks from Shadow the other day. So I'm third in sacks, fourth in touchdowns allowed, second in takeaways, fifth in red zone percentage. My offense, I'm damn near top 10 in everything. I'm sixth, seventh in passing touchdowns, Second in rushing touchdowns. Third down percentage. Second. That's not bad. '49ers. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm about to hop off. I'm about to catch your boys later. Uh, I'm gonna try to stream tonight. If not, I'm gonna try to go tomorrow. So yeah, but I'm gonna catch your boys later, man. Have a good one.